My book brings to you the voices of the slaves caught in the fashion industry, and I hope this series of videos will help you to understand some of the issues that people face. Sexual harassment and intimidation. We need a Me Too movement for garment factory workers urgently. Fear silences many women in the workplace, and their male bosses use inappropriate language, intimidation, and sexually explicit language to control them. The fashion industry can offer women with limited skills and literacy the opportunity to train, earn a decent wage, and improve their own and their families' lives. Across the world, rural development is largely neglected, so there are few job opportunities in the home villages. For this reason, women have no choice but to migrate to cities in hope of finding decent work. I came to Delhi just to find out what that means, but often what awaits these women is hugely challenging. Poor wages, poor accommodation, and intimidation and sexual harassment in the workplace. Meeting with female garment workers, I understand now that sexual harassment takes many forms. Women suffer sexual harassment where they work and where they live, through sexually charged language, physical contact and advances, and the negotiation for job security in return for sexual favours. Girls and women do not accept the sexual advances of their bosses, find that they suddenly have no choice but to leave their workplace. Their job security, promotion and maternity rights are completely lost. If women experience fear in the workplace, they will not have a voice, and they will not have any chance of equal wages and equal promotion with men. Fashion brands can help to tackle this problem by talking directly with women workers, supporting women's committees, and punishing intimidation and sexual harassment, and promoting equal rights for women. I met with Elizabeth in Gorganj. She is Senior Coordinator of Nari Shakti Manch, which campaigns and supports women migrant workers whose rights are violated. Elizabeth tells me that she has to start by making women aware of their rights. Sexual harassment is one of the main reasons as to why women leave their jobs. And when women move from one job to another and have no continuous employment, they lose their rights. They never get promotion, and the struggle for low pay and discrimination continues. Fashion brands can do a lot to change factory practice to promote women's rights. They can check that internal workers' committees are not just paper committees, and that there is actually process, and that men are being brought to trial for sexual harassment. Seema is 32 years old and she has two sons, a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old. She recounts a story of 7 years back when she was working in the garment industry cutting threads. She made a mistake and the line manager stabbed her in the thigh with his pencil. To protect herself, she slapped him. She was fired immediately. Her documents were torn up and her pay was refused for the month. She goes on to explain that line managers find fault with their work. They then tell them, "If you start a relationship with me, I'll overlook your mistakes." Seema tells me how she finds the experience of being a female garment worker humiliating, that she is made to feel ashamed of being a woman. But she has children and she needs to work. She has no choice but to continue putting up with this. Consumer awareness and pressure and better business practice from the fashion industry can deliver women's rights, better working pay and conditions, and ensure that women aren't sexually harassed and intimidated by men in the workplace. Women are the greatest resource of nations. If we undermine their status and equality and rights, then we undermine social equity. We undermine communities and the economies of the global south. We need a Me Too movement now that respects the rights of garment workers worldwide. I hope you'll enjoy this series of videos and want to share them with your friends. Do read Slave to Fashion, published by New Internationalist, and join us on social media, on Instagram and Twitter. But please, be part of the change.